Again, I'm a voyeur, so I love it. I'll watch it. I don't,
It was definitely.
Sideshows that would come in and stuff. Do you still do those?
Yeah.
Oh, and the butterflies, before you get on, you're waiting in line.
Certified free, 7 days a week. That wet ass pussy got my pull-out game week. Ooh.
Is my pull-out game week?
What?
I said, is my pull-out game week? That's what he says in that song. Yeah, my pull-out gang. And so you go, we, and then you don't pull out. What's up, Body Shoppers? Joseph here. With Marilu, I'll answer for her.
Yeah, hi, I'm Marilu.
Marilu was out chopping wood today, just so you know. That's why she's wearing the lumberjack shirt.
I was out what?
Chopping wood today.
Oh, yeah. Well, we do have that snowstorm that's here in Pittsburgh right now. So, I had to go out for the essentials. Yeah. Make sure I had chip and dip and munchy food.
Yeah. And seemingly you went and got some baklava too.
I did. I had to support the local, town bakery. So I went to 1905 Bakery. What was that?
You went to which one?
1905 Bakery.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. That's in the infamous Stowe Township, for those of you who are in the Pittsburgh area. Of course, you know where Stowe Township is. Actually, interestingly enough, almost every person I say that to, they're like, Stowe Township, where's that? So then I say, by McKee's Rocks. So,
yeah.
But just real quick, hey, Marty, how you doing? We see you there. Thank you for tuning in. And I'm wondering how everybody's doing today with this snowstorm. I mean, it's still coming down.
Yeah. When I went out, it wasn't so bad. It was just starting to kind of stick to cars and stick to the ground and stuff. I think what was worse was that there was a water main break up where in the area that I was shopping, and that was just like a total mess. It was turning to slush, but otherwise,
I didn't go out today. Thank God.
Yeah, it looks like there's a good 6 inches. I know you were saying 5 earlier, or someone was commenting 5, and it's at least a good 6 out there.
Well, first of all, there was somebody who was commenting that they weren't getting any coverage on the news because they seemingly only had 5 inches. And I just commented that Marilu has noted on numerous times that 5 inches is definitely not substantial.
I've said it's average. I've never said that it's not substantial.
Yeah. Hey, real quick. So we got Donald. Hi, Donald. Am I allowed to call you Donald? I got in trouble for calling Cliff Clifford. So is it Don or Donald? Let me know. We got Chris Marks. How you doing? Jason, welcome back. And the infamous David Squibbs, the manager extraordinaire in Canton, Ohio.
Yeah.
The original
I guess
body.
they're not getting as much snow there right now.
No, I was looking on the cameras a little bit ago, and they barely got a dusting, it looks like. Maybe a little bit of dusting, but...
Well, Donald's over here bragging that he's in New Orleans, and it's not bad there.
Oh, yeah, he can suck my dick.
Yes, we're talking about snow.
Well, yes, we're talking about snow, but I guarantee you, if we talk about dick size, 5 inches is definitely not going to be enough.
That's average sized. I don't know why you're like...
You're still not comment. Okay, it may be average size. And actually, in the United States, I think it's 5.5.
Yeah.
Thank goodness I'm above average. But what I was going to say was that while 5 may be average, the question was, is it good enough?
Well, definitely. I mean, it all depends. We've had this discussion before. It's not just about size and length, but girth as well. And of course, as everyone else likes to say, the motion of the ocean or whatever.
I think it's actually, you know what? I don't remember what it is, but I think it's something. It's not the size of the wave; it's the motion of the ocean.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. All right. So Donald says Donald and I are both above average. So welcome to the club. I don't know how great that sounds either. Hey, we're in the above average crowd.
Well, okay, hold on.
Wait. Let's see if that translates to I have above average intelligence. Does that sound good?
I have wait a minute. I have my trusty.
Oh, Jesus. Clearly hasn't been used a lot.
I have it on my, thing here. It's my trusty ruler, huh?
Turn it so we can read it. What does that say? Need a better fitting condom. I notice how they don't have lengths; they have letters.
Oh no, there's lengths. There's there's actually girth.
No, girth. Well, that's important. You said that was important.
I said that was important. Yeah. So it this is for one condoms, and they actually put these out at clubs and sometimes in some of their retail items. Mm-hmm. But
so what is I'm looking on screen. Hold that up a little bit more. So okay, on the end where it says my one, looks like there's arrows going up and down.
Yeah, for girth.
Oh, so is it only if you're wider than that you can apply?
I don't know, but it gives you a little diagram on the back, like how to use it and how to measure. It actually, has a little drawn penis on there.
Yeah. Wait, Chris says 5 inches is adequate.
Yes.
But
but you can actually go to what did you say for butt sex?
Yeah, 5 inches is probably perfect for butt sex.
I haven't measured though.
Wait, you haven't measured what? What size penis your butthole accepts?
Yeah. But anyway, let me get back to my little ruler here. You can actually go to my one condom, or yes, myonecondoms.com, I believe it is. Mm-hmm. And you can custom order your condoms based to whatever your measurements are from here. So they have 10 different lengths, 9 widths. So yeah.
9 widths.
Yeah, I mean you can go from here to here to here to here to here to here.
You know what? I think we should use that on Saturday when we do the chatterbait.
I've got tons of these. Oh.
Well, yeah, I'm saying we should use them.
Yeah. So, but yeah, but overall, they have 60 different condom sizes. Yeah.
I thought that was interesting. What are these, like form fitted? Like they don't stretch or what?
Well, they're made to size. So yeah, you don't, it's not, you can brag and be like, well, I have to get my condoms made, specifically for me, rather than, trying to fake doing that.
That could go one of two ways, though. I mean, think about this. I've got to get my condoms specially fitted. Now, if you're an optimist, you're thinking, he must be pretty well endowed that he's got to get special condoms made. But if you're a pessimist, you're thinking, fuck, he's that small, he had to get custom condoms made.
Well, at least they won't fall off. Like the last thing you want is to like have a guy all of a sudden turn around after he's put on his condom and or has walked around saying, he's flashing his lifestyle extra large or magnums or whatever, and then he puts it on and it's like an oversized hoodie.
Well, that's Herb
it
just
doesn't fit properly.
Yeah, Herb says you might as well use a Ziploc bag or a trash bag. Wait, I feel like we're talking about something else now. Chris just asked if we're doing another chatterbait. So no, not not on the website. So we're actually Saturday, we're going live for the first time on actual chatterbait. You go to chatterbait.com/the body shop. That's our screen name. You can go and follow us there. We've got last I checked, Mary, though I haven't told you this yet, there's like 24 people that are interested in going on chatterbait. Now these are members, so first of all, these are members of the club, but they're interested in going live on chatterbait with us. Now they obviously can't all go at the same time,
right?
But I have a feeling we're going to be running a show of numerous people.
That's going to be great. Like the Body Shop Variety Show at Chatterbait.
Body Shop Variety Sex Show.
I think everyone knows if it's on Chatterbait, there's going to be something going on.
That's not true. I've been on Chatterbait for 2 weeks now, popping in and out throughout the day to check out cams, and there's people just on there talking and actually chatting.
Mm-hmm. That's true.
They're not all sucking dick or eating ass, or I've seen some really interesting stuff so far.
I don't know. The other day you showed me something where I actually think that they were using their phone as their camera because they had all the different filters and all the like the Snapchat filters and
yeah, where they were changing their faces and stuff.
Yeah, but okay. The last thing that for me personally that I want to see is someone masturbating as I'm paying them tokens, and then all of a sudden their face changes to a bunny rabbit. It just kind of was like,
I guess it depends how stoned you are.
Huh?
I guess it depends how stoned you are. And I would think bunny rabbit might be good for you.
Well, yeah, that is my thing, but
not real bunny rabbit, guys. Don't get all weirded out.
Yeah. And no, I don't like don't send me like the rabbit style vibrators because I don't like those either.
Marilu's very particular about her vibrators.
I am. Very.
I have to think that probably most people are particular about their sex toys. Well, probably not guys, but most women.
Well, I mean, for a guy, it's a sleeve, a fleshlight, or unless they're having a butt plug put in, that's pretty much about, it.
Yeah, but even with butt plugs, you're pretty much relegated to a plug.
Small, medium, large, extra large.
Yeah, like I'm not convinced, the vibrating aspect of it is important for guys. I mean,
well, it depends where the vibration is hitting, though. You want it to hit right on the perineum there. So, it gives you that extra stimulation. The male G spot is internal. So,
well, I want to circle back real quick to what we we're just talking about. Chris is asking, how did they sign up for that? So here's what you want to do. Go to the website, bodyshopclubs.com. We actually have the event listed. Click on the event, and there's a link that will take you directly to our Chatterbait. Now, there's a reason I'm saying that. Number one, for simplicity. And number two, if you happen to sign up and buy tokens or do whatever, we get a little stipend on the back end. So if you could do it that way, we'd really appreciate it. So we were talking about vibrating the perineum. Okay. So probably a couple weeks ago, Amy Vaccahouse,
Mhm.
of the transgender dominatrix. So, every once in a while she'll send me like a photo or a video or something of something that they did recently, and she sent one, and it was her and Cherry Bomb were doing a dual thing. I think this was posted on Twitter too. You could actually go to their it's
Mhm.
at Cherry Bomb, I think TS, and then at Amy Vaccahouse. But anyway, the video is this person being suspended, and they were using I almost said Epilady. What's the Hitachi? Epilady would be terrible.
Sure, let me use this Epilady on your balls.
Hell to no. For anybody who doesn't know what an Epilady is, Marilu is going to describe it.
Well, I'll be honest. When they first came out, everyone was like, "Oh, you have to get the Epilady. It's so cool." Blah blah blah. It's the new women's shaving thing. Yeah, no. It literally is a coil. It looks like a regular like electric razor, but on the end, it's got like coils on it that are circular, and they rotate, and as they do that, they snag your hair and pull it up. Oh, hell no. That
So,
thing hurt.
not a shaver, but it's not a shaver, but a grabber.
Yeah, I mean it's it's an Epilady. It pulled your hair from the epidermis of your body, like
Now that makes sense.
like right from the follicle point. So, it sucks. It's pretty bad. And I don't even know if they still make them anymore or not, but
we'll look that
yeah,
up.
it was another form of torture. It really was.
Well, so they send this video, and they have this person dangling in the air, like laying flat, wiener hanging down, like that. I can't put the camera right. So hanging down, and they're taking the Hitachi, and they're like going like this with the Hitachi, and the guy's like going crazy, like, oh my god. So I wasn't sure what was happening at first, so I sent a message back. I'm like, what's going on in this video? Like, what is that you're doing? And they explained that it's a Hitachi, and they were vibrating his penis to make him orgasm and accomplish that. And I said, oh, is that common? And they responded, oh yeah, I'm trained in that. I do it very well. I was like, oh, okay.
Well, yeah, there's a point on the penis, right at the glands, which is, what everyone else refers to as like the mushroom of the penis, the mushroom head. On one side, there is a very, very, very delicate point in which if you do use a vibrator on it, whether it's a small bullet or, God forbid, the Hitachi. Yeah. Ooh, can you imagine putting a Sybian on that?
It actually, it's feeling uncomfortable as I'm thinking about it.
Okay. Well, either way, it's a good way to, create an orgasm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. In a devilish kind of way.
Jason just asked when the club is going to open up. I'm assuming you're referring to Pittsburgh. And the answer is, I don't know. I'm hoping as early as January, the first week in January. But right now, the state PA still has the moratorium for clubs like ours and other similar businesses from operating. So that could, I would expect that's going to get extended. So
I don't know. It's you watch the news and you watch all these different posts and things like that, and I know. Like in Ohio, they were commenting today that the numbers are starting to go down again. But again, Canton is open.
Oh yeah, Canton's open. We're still doing the 5 to 10 for Canton. So until that, until the curfew ends, We're going to stay at 5 to 10 on Saturday nights. And Toledo's doing the same thing right now. So,
yeah.
Hey, I'm going to jump off camera real quick because I have to get something. I am like so dry right now. Really all right, I'll be right back, guys. Marilu's going to entertain you. She's going to take her top off.
Of course, he's always throwing me under the bus in one way or another. Oh, great. Let's see who just checked in. Lee just checked in to say that they'll be there in Canton. Yeah, I know the staff there is doing some really awesome work with everyone. They know that it sucks to have that curfew 5 to 10, but it doesn't keep everyone from still having fun there at the club. I know last week we were actually kind of watching the videos. Some video, of the club and people as they were checking in, and it was great to see some familiar faces still coming out and hanging out with everyone. And but hey, 5 o'clock, it gets pretty dark out there already, so it's just changing your hours a little bit. And for those of you that are just the voyeurs and want to come out, hey, you still be home early enough to get your own, freaky groove on from what you've been watching throughout the night.
I heard.
And he's back. What was it?
I said, I heard you say freaky groove on. I got all excited.
Oh, yeah. No, not another disco night. I was just saying about the curfew hours, it's like everyone's like, oh, it's 5 to 10. But it's like, hey, if you're one of the voyeurs that likes to come in and watch, you're right. Out by 10, you still get to go home and get your freaky groove on.
Well, what's interesting is one of the staff members from Canton told me that it was communicated to them that with these weird hours, it's almost like a how do I say this? I'm not a free for all. What's the word I'm looking for? Like, let's hurry up and get this shit done. I mean, it's literally the same amount of time as we were open before, but they said it's like people are there just to let's do it. Like, we're not fucking around.
Well, instead of like down and dirty by 9:30, it's like down and dirty by 5:30.
Yes. Ed Pinto in the house. Lee Parker, what's up, folks?
Well, it also gives a different meaning to going out to eat. 5 to 10, going out to eat right at dinner time. So
dining at the Y.
Yeah. Wow.
Anyway, so we talked about vibing the wieners. How do we get on that subject? How do we get on the subject of?
There was a clip that was going to be on someone's page or so forth.
Oh yeah, it's on Twitter. Yeah, look up Miss, or I think it's Cherry Bomb, but it's spelled differently. If you go to our Twitter, we follow both of them. So, but yeah, they both put on some pretty interesting stuff. No, but we were talking about men being able to orgasm and the different toys that you could use. I thought, wow, we really went off track. We were talking about toys, your toys. And then we had plugs. What else?
Yeah. Being particular about toys. I know you said, are men really particular about toys? Well, I guess you have to think about that. I think they are, because otherwise you wouldn't have so many like fleshlights that are, based on someone's vagina, some porn star's inner dealings, if men were not particular about sex toys. Just like,
Ed Pinto just replied. We said hi to him. He says, "Coming to you from the fabulous bathtub." So that's Ed Pinto. Check. Go back to one of a couple 2-3 weeks ago. We interviewed Ed in his bathtub at home.
Yes.
So,
Yeah.
I've got you were saying that, and I've got a different theory about that.
Okay.
Here's the theory. They talk about guys always wanting to, the conquest or whatever, move on to the next girl or, whatever guy, whatever. Maybe they're the same way with toys. Like, I've used this one enough times. I need something different now. And maybe that's why they've got so many different styles.
Oh, you mean in variations?
They get bored with the toy they have.
Okay. But some of those toys are rather expensive. They're more expensive for men than they are for women in certain variations. And what do you say about the sex, the full size sex doll? Yeah. I mean,
you know what? You actually asked me this question, I think yesterday or the day before, what I wanted for Christmas. I think that should be it.
Okay. So since you want a sex doll and you also want variation, it's not like they have interchangeable vaginas.
Don't they?
I don't think so.
I think I did some research on this, and I think some of them you can actually pull out the vajayjay so that you can clean it.
Vagina. You sound like a little kid. Look at my wiener. Look at my vagina.
Listen, it's a PP and it's a vajayjay.
Okay.
Listen, we're on Facebook. We got to do like PG-13.
Okay.
I guess. Although we were talking about eating ass and stuff earlier, so
we were.
Weren't we? Were we talking about that?
You went a whole different point, but
yes.
But yeah, I mean,
I think the vaginas are interchangeable, so you can pull them out and wash them.
Well, you can pull them out and wash them, because otherwise, how the heck do you wash that thing? I mean, do you just put a hose in its mouth and it like comes out?
Listen. Oh, you mean that part? Well, no, that's well, maybe it's connected from the esophagus and it goes down through the. Well, there's 2 holes down there, so I wonder how that would work. Is it like a Y pipe at the end, and they put, the butt in one and the vagina in the other?
That's what I'm asking. But I'm gonna search right now, interchangeable sex doll, and see what comes up. But I don't know. I think when it comes to men and variety, I mean, I don't know. I don't hear men talk a lot about, well, I went and bought a new sex toy. Now, did I go and get porn?
Listen.
Or did I go get a cock ring? Or
I think I'm pretty liberal when it comes to sex, and at least talking about it. But I can't think of an instance where I'd be sitting around, on the couch with my buddies or sitting at the bar and we're just bullshitting over saying, hey, by the way, I just bought this new fleshlight, man. It's fucking awesome. You got to try it. I don't see that happening. Guys, they don't talk about the sex toys they just went out and bought.
Okay. So going back to the sex doll, there's a site, Sex Doll Canada. They have, and their menu, it's called Doll Add-ons. And you can interchange head, wigs, eyes, different way, blah, 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 that kind of stuff.
Buy the one I want.
Yeah. But, it doesn't say anything specific about
Well, you really got to put that on the website. Like, here, insert the hose into her butt and shoot it out her
Well,
nose.
no. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the interchangeable, you know, vagina. That's what gets me.
Dave says just to get extra replacements.
Okay. Well, and according to this,
Herb says variety is always good. Human nature for both sexes.
Okay.
In all sexes.
Okay. I mean, they have like the regular like masturbators, which are interchangeable, but
Hey, Pinto. Yeah, most dudes can't wash dishes. Here. I can't imagine most dudes doing a good enough cleaning job on a fleshlight, especially the ones with all the little squiggly fingerlings inside them. Yeah, I got to be perfectly honest with you. If you're using that, you probably don't care much about how clean it is anyway. I mean,
okay, no. So, wait a minute. You're using a fleshlight. You used it last night. You kind of passed out. It's next to you in bed. The next morning you wake up. You're like, oh, okay. Hey, this thing still has a charge. Let's go for another round. And you go and stick your, as you said, wiener in there.
pee-pee.
And it's not sticky. It's not like lubey. It's crusty. So do you want a crusty with JJ?
So let me respond by painting a different picture for you.
Okay.
I'm in bed with a woman and we're having sex. It's late at night and we knock a couple, 2-3 rounds out. This was probably like 30 years ago. Now it's 0.8 rounds, maybe. Anyway,
Okay.
So we have sex, my pull-out game is weak, as we talked about earlier. So I come in her, we fall asleep, we wake up the next morning, and we both decide we want to have sex again. If I put my dick in her after that, am I doing something wrong? Should I have made her go rinse out her vagina before I fucked it again?
Well, no, but okay. The difference is that the female body is meant to, when it comes to the vagina, that area, it has its own lubricants. It has its own quote unquote cleaning system. Okay. Where a fleshlight does not, when you put it next to your nightstand, go into cleaning mode all on its own.
So what you're saying is vaginas are wash and wear.
They can be.
They're self-cleaning.
You might have an effect like maybe a day or two later if you don't. But
vagina cleaning robots running around down there.
No, it's called pH balance. pH balance.
Okay. All right. So we have literally not talked about our topic yet.
Well,
We're
no,
talking about everything but.
Yeah. What was our topic? Is
are you living your best life?
Are you living your best life?
And what changes, if any, are you willing to make in 2021? And we could even just say tomorrow. It doesn't even have to be 2021.
Right.
Actually, the thought was, hold on.
Mm-hmm. You're getting dry mouths?
I do when I talk too much.
Mm-hmm.
How do I know when I'm talking too much? Because I'm getting dry mouth. No, the thought is that you would think. I remember at the beginning of this when this all started.
Mm-hmm.
I remember thinking, oh my gosh, I literally bought a lifetime subscription to Babbel to learn Spanish. And to give everybody some context, Marilu speaks fluent Spanish. Now, clearly we don't speak it in the house because I don't speak fluent Spanish, but we've been together for 6-7 years now.
Yeah.
I think after 6 or 7 years, I'd be fluent in Spanish. I'm not. my point to saying that is that at the beginning of this, I thought I'm going to get Babbel. I'm going to learn how to speak Spanish when we're shut down, and all these grandiose plans of things that I thought I wanted to do or was going to do and started to do, but never finished. And you think about all the times where you wanted to go do something and you couldn't, you know, because of COVID or the lockdown or, you know, whatever, just not available.
Life, just life.
Right. And the thought is that, you know, these missed opportunities, we talk about this, you know, in other broadcasts, missing opportunities to do things.
Right.
And sometimes they just never, you know, they'll never come back. They're once in a lifetime opportunities.
Yeah.
As simple as going to a restaurant that maybe you love, but you didn't go to all the time for whatever reason. But now that restaurant's closed permanently and never coming back. So it's a long way for me to say it's really weighed heavy on me, you know, for these last 6-7 months of, you know, uneasiness and awkwardness and being shut down and unavailable, things being unavailable. You realize how many wasted opportunities there were before all of this happened.
Okay.
And things you didn't do and things you thought about doing or you should have done or whatever. What are you going to do in 2021? Or what are you going to do tomorrow? Or what should we do, you know, to sort of make up for that?
For living your better life.
Your best life. Living your life. You know, you hear people talk about their jobs, you know, oh, I really wanted to be this, but I settled on this because it was what I could get, or, you know, it was the money I could make or whatever. How long do we continue to sell out our souls for some sort of perceived greater good?
I think first you have to find out what's distracting you from doing that. You know, it's kind of like that whole, I wish I coulda, woulda, shoulda, done this, and trying to figure out, you know, first and foremost, what's distracting you, what's keeping you from doing those things. Is it, you know, your job? Is it that you're putting too much time in your job or too much concentration in your job that you're not allowing yourself to, you know, open yourself up to different things in life, other things that you want to try, the new adventures, you know, as Ed Pinto said, and could you please put his thing up there, you know, that's his 2021.
You're going to fuck everyone. You got to catch me first. Although I have no doubt he's faster than I am.
But, you know, I think that's something that everyone has to ask themselves first. Yeah, you can't ask yourself, you know, how do I live my best life when you don't know what's keeping you from living your best life.
Or even worse, you don't even know what that is.
True.
I think we talked about it a little bit last week, being in touch with or understanding what your wants and needs are. Ed Pinto says, yins, for those who are not in Pittsburgh, yins means you guys are on the list. So in Pittsburghese, it's Marilu and I are on his list.
Okay. But yeah, I mean, some people, back to communication and being authentic, you know, some people don't know what they want, or how to achieve it, you know, and that can be brought on by shame and self-judgment, you know. So how do you in 2021 work on those things so that you can have?
You make a pact like I was going to 6 months ago.
Yes, you're packed. Oh my God.
I think we talked about this on here at least once about, like 6 months ago, I was going to make a pact to do all the things that I was just talking about, like learn Spanish and say yes to more things and experience life, and I haven't even made the fucking pact yet. A pact for myself that I keep to. So.
Well, okay, I went on that yoga retreat, which I, in hindsight, looking back at it, it was a great experience. Don't get me wrong. I loved it, and I'm doing it again. But I knew nothing about yoga. I'm the one that's like, oh, you want me to meditate? Yeah, my brain doesn't shut off. I don't know how to do that. And what? Yeah, I think I'm on day 13 or 14, where I made that pact with myself that I was going to do a 30-day meditation program where, every day I have to do so much time, blah, 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 blah. So I've kind of kept on that because I made a pact with myself that if I'm going to do this yoga retreat again, I'm not just going to go to eat and drink.
Do you feel like that's what you did before the last time?
There were some days that, where I was very highly motivated by those two things.
Motivated by what?
The eating and the drinking.
You said that I was highly motivated by those things.
Yes. And hi, Lee, as well. Motivated to do those things.
Got it.
Yeah. But that was one of my things, and I was like, okay, well, if I'm going to do it again, this is the pact I'm going to make with myself to, when April comes around and the next retreat hits, I want to have a little better understanding and knowledge and do my thing. But Herb says here, one of the biggest things is not to take things for, I think he meant granted, not granted.
His voice texting.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because this year, if anything, this year has taught us that it's not to take things for granted, and that's another thing. Being more mindful, and having.
It's a very good thing. Good job, Herb.
A sense of gratitude. There was. I mean, let's face it. Okay, Herb said it. Especially with this year. That's getting ready to hopefully close and never be spoken of ever again. Having gratitude for the things that you do have.
Yeah. That's very true. That actually, I want to that when you said that, it made me think about people talking about toxic positivity, like. Like you could be too positive or too happy-go-lucky and ignore potential danger signs or warning signs or whatever. I don't know how much I subscribe to putting a word to what that is and calling it toxic positivity. But I think having a good mental attitude and having gratitude and all that definitely trumps any, sort of, negative potential outcome. So what did
I know I was giggling here.
Jason Bailey in the house. What's up, my man? He says in 2021 I'm going to take full advantage of all you can eat buffets. I miss buffets. You know what? I'm with you on that. Marilu buffets. Except for the sushi buffet. You like the sushi buffet.
Yeah, I like the sushi buffet. And the crab leg buffet.
So I'm going to mention two places. We don't get paid for endorsements or anything, but if you want something endorsed and you have a good product, come talk to me. Anyway, Sushi Bomb in Robinson Township. If you're in the Pittsburgh area, go to Sushi Bomb. Obviously, they're not open right now because of the shutdowns, but check that out. And then if you're in Cleveland, if you want all you can eat crab legs, Pickle Bill's in I almost said Rocky River in Grand River, which is on the east side of Cleveland in Lake County. So check out one of those two places. All you can eat crabs and all you can eat sushi. Oh, and Pickle Bill's also has all you can eat prime rib.
Yes, so, they do.
Crab leg. I'm not a crab leg person. I like them, but it's too much work for me. I don't want to.
I have an assembly line going when I do mine.
Oh my God, yeah. You are like a fucking machine with those things. It just blows my mind. Actually, I just put my head down anymore and I don't even watch. I'm just I'll let you do your thing.
You're thinking if she could do what she does to crab legs to How did I know that?
I think they want to hear you say naughty words. They don't want to hear me say the naughty words for you. Randy just said he's been to Pickle Bill's. I may have heard him a bit on the prime rib. I wish I could say that. I barely choked down 2 prime ribs the last 2 times I was there. And I don't, I've got plenty of space here for it. I just, for some reason, I couldn't get through more than 2. Well,
the key thing with Pickle Bill's and rightfully so, any buffet is don't go for the salad and the bread and the little things that they bring out beforehand. That's just like if you go to Fuego de Chao or Texas de Brazil. Oh my God, what was the place that was in Cleveland? Brazos, yes. Oh my God, they were awesome.
Wait, Slacker Joe, how much are your ads on your show? We'll talk about it.
Yeah.
I got a special deal for you.
But no, that they come out with the big swords and knives of meat. But then they have like this buffet salad bar thing with everything you could possibly think of. And it's just like, wow, stay away from that. Wait till the guy comes around with the big meat. You want the big meat.
Clearly a man developed that concept. Full-length swords with skewered meat.
Mm-hmm.
And then you walk around with that and you show your sword to everybody, hey, check out my sword with all my meat on it. A guy definitely thought that concept up.
You think?
Yes, or size queen.
Oh, yeah. I think it may have been the other way around.
Jason asks if we have ever met Johnny Goodluck. We have not, and we've not been to Exotica either. Matt Davis, miss you guys too.
Mm-hmm. Oh, do you last week someone was asking us if we knew who Alexis Texas was.
Mm-hmm.
You found the video today.
I did. Let me see if I can pull it up.
Oh.
Hold on, go ahead and let me see if I can.
Yeah, Ed, everyone's over here going Ed Pinto's restaurant. Haha. Sometimes Ed posts, not just about his pies, his penis pies that he makes, but his slave that he has that makes him all that Mediterranean bread and, this awesome like hummus and tabbouleh. I want to borrow him. Ed, I want to put your slave guy in, I can tie him up in our club for a couple of days as long as he cooks. I'm good with that.
All right, here I'm going to play the video. Hold on. So okay. This was I think it was 4 years ago or 5 years ago. The Adult Mart in Canton, Ohio. This is actually attached to our building in Canton. So this is Alexis, Texas, folks.
You want her to sign
was him. Did you see Jason's comment?
Oh, no. No, hold on. I can pull it up. That was Jason?
Was that really you, Jason?
That is great. Well, we have video of you doing push-ups at Adult Mart, if that's you. That's even better.
Yeah.
That is great. Let me see. How do I take this off of here? Whatever. I'll screw it up if I screw it right now.
Yeah, you're good.
Yeah, I happened to stumble upon the video today. I was actually going through some other videos to curate some stuff, and then I'm like, holy shit, there it is. I found it. Yeah, I don't remember. Oh, we were talking about her, what, 2 weeks ago, I think?
Yeah. I think it was about 2 weeks ago we were talking about. I think it was Jason that asked us if we had ever met Alexis Texas.
That explains it all.
Uh-huh. Yep. Yeah, that was a good time.
Yeah.
So back to living your best life.
Yes.
Okay, so we talked about, how this year definitely has shown us that we need to be more mindful, have a sense of gratitude towards the things that we have. But how do you work that into, living your best life sexually?
So as a generalized response, I think in all cases with intent. And what I mean by that is that you have to intend on curating a better sex life for yourself. It can't just be passive. You can't just hope that it's going to happen by osmosis because you have there's a lack of a sex life. It doesn't just happen because it's not there. You have to work at it. That's the same for exercising or, learning a hobby or getting better at your job. You do those things with intent. So that's how you curate that. That's how you make that happen. But it has to be, we think we don't have time. We have the time or even the energy, the mental energy to do those things. But we're doing other things in place of the things that we actually want.
Right.
So it's a matter of removing those things that don't serve you in the way that you want and, move on to the things that do.
Yeah. That's true. That's true. I think a lot of people, especially with this year, you have the ones that were like, we have this shutdown, we have this going on, that going on. I'm working from home. I'm going to remodel and I'm going to do this and I'm going to do that, and blah, blah, blah. But then they never thought about what they were doing with their relationships, or with their sex lives. And it was like, okay, you fixated on doing all this stuff, during the day or whatever, blah, blah, blah. And you never made time for the fun stuff.
Well, and that's exactly right. And that's, when we talk about intent, it's, setting aside that time, necessary. So, now for me personally, if you're asking that question, I just intend to have more of it.
Yeah.
In different variety.
Variety. Okay.
Karaoke.
Oh my God.
Sorry guys, it's an inside joke.
Yeah.
I'll share with you another time.
Yeah, definitely. But yeah, I think with this year here coming to an end in a couple weeks, we don't know what 2021 is going to hold for anybody out there. So, I think it's time that everyone needs to really start thinking about what they want from life.
Yeah.
If you want to be a little bit more adventurous with your sexuality, with your relationships, you have to be mindful, have that intent, and get out there and
Right.
talk to people about it. Hey, we're sitting here talking about sex. That's all it is.
Yeah, I think it's hard for some people, for a lot of people, not some people, a lot of people to talk about their sexuality.
Mhm.
We've mentioned this before on other broadcasts. You even some of the most basic, sexual things people don't talk about, and then you start sprinkling in kinks and fetishes and alternative means of having sex. Talked about the getting your dick vibrated with a Hitachi. I mean, somebody sees a video of that and says, "Fuck, I want to try that," but they're afraid to talk to their partner about doing it.
Yeah.
Time to lay all that bullshit aside and just live your best life sexually, fiscally, work, family, whatever's important to you. Just live your best life.
Mhm. Yeah, and set those priorities. Sometimes
Mhm.
we get so bombarded with everything that we kind of forget, what it is that we want, and if you put too much effort sometimes on your career versus your home life versus your family versus your relationships, eventually something's going to lose out.
Yeah.
And that
Well, it's also important to recognize priorities change.
Mhm.
People say, set your priorities. When people are told to do that, they think, okay, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and so on and so on, and 1 is always 1, and 2 is always 2, and so on and so on. Well, that's not true. Daily, those priorities can change. You can have a top 10 list, a top 10 hit list, but even that can change. Things can bump up 15 up into 5 or whatever. But so just kind of you can set the priorities, but know that they're going to change. They're going to,
Yeah.
they're going to ebb and flow.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Yeah, and that's that could be something as simple as you know taking 5-10 minutes out of your day in the morning and have a morning or that moment of being reflecting on what it is that you want for the day to make your life better.
Mm-hmm.
Reflecting on the things that you need to be grateful for, showing that gratitude, and being mindful, being in the moment. I think sometimes people do things because it's expected of them and they're not in the moment to really think about what it is that they're doing, how they're doing it, why they're doing it. It's just kind of like this mindless do.
Mm-hmm.
So
Sure, routine. I
yeah.
mean, I think we as humans kind of strive on routine. We want consistency. We want things to be the same. And it's real easy to fall into that trap of, I do it personally. And I get runs where I do weeks and weeks and weeks of doing things really, really well. And then months and months and months of me not doing things well. So I mean, yeah, that you're going to have that sort of back and forth, but it's being mindful of, getting back on it, when you do fall out.
Yeah, that's true.
So,
So that's our reflection of 2020, leaving it behiend and what we're going to do for 2021.
After, I don't want to talk about what happened yesterday, let alone the whole year. Gosh.
Yeah. But that's just it. Like I said, the year's coming to an end.
Mm-hmm.
Take what you will from it, learn from it, and, instill some of those things into 2021 so that you can have your best life.
Yeah. There's no rewind button.
No, there isn't. And, come next year, this time, we don't want to be having that same conversation and being like, what did I miss out on?
Yeah. Oh God, I thought you were going to talk about COVID or something. We're still talking about COVID here next time. I don't know. I'm going to survive it.
Oh my God.
That's the whole point of the topic for tonight was, what ways you have to decide in what ways you're going to improve your life, make those changes sexually or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
identify what those are and put them into practice.
Yeah.
Take
And hey, it only takes what is it? 28 days to create a new habit. Supposedly.
I don't know if that's true because I've tried that before, and I mean, if that's true, people would quit. Every person who wants to quit smoking would quit after 28 days. I'm not picking out a theory. I get it. I believe in repetition. I wholeheartedly believe in that. And the longer you do it, the easier it becomes. But yeah, I don't think it's 21 or 28 days and the switch gets flipped.
I don't know who's willing to masturbate consecutively for 28 days and see if it just becomes like a normal thing where you wake up in the morning and you just.
I can already tell you, yes. There's no experiment necessary. And I think you can talk to virtually any guy and they'll tell you that. Yeah, I do it every day. I've been doing it every day since I was 13.
See? 28 days.
You're 73 years old. Yeah, and?
Well, the thing is to just, like I say, just open your mind and your heart to everything that's around you and be mindful of it. Be in the moment.
Yeah.
Definitely. And share those experiences. Sometimes I've known people for years and years and years, and they've never expressed, never have communicated that, they've always wanted to be, an artist or take a class on this or whatever. And then out of nowhere, I think this year I've had more people be like, I've always wanted to.
Yeah.
But here's the thing. I've always wanted to, but now there's no, you can't take a class on this and now you can't do this. Who says you can't?
Yep. Nothing stops.
Nothing should stop you.
Only the limits you. What was the saying?
Your limiting beliefs.
No. Your mind is the limit.
Yes.
Your mind is the limit. What was it? Doom Squad. It was
Doom Patrol.
Doom Patrol. Is that what it was?
Yeah.
Doom Squad, Doom Patrol, whatever.
It's Doom Patrol. It's the DC Comics.
Yes.
And Doom Patrol.
He's the limit.
Yeah, your mind is the limit.
Yep. So keep that in mind. Speaking of that, we need to mind our time. We're just a little over an hour. Couple of plugs real quick. We have the chat tonight. Starts in 25 minutes at 9:30. Go to bodyshopclubs.com. Click on tonight's event. It's free for all members. This coming Saturday, 9:00. I have no idea how this is going to work, how I'm going to pull it off, if it's even going to work. We might get shut down after 3 minutes. I don't know. But we'll be on Chatterbait at 9:00 on Saturday night, if not earlier, because that's how unorganized I am about this. But we're going live. I don't know what you're going to see. I don't know what's going to happen. You might see sex. You might see my titties. I don't know what's going to happen. Saturday night, Chatterbait. Go to bodyshopclubs.com. Click on the link in the Chatterbait because we get a little bit of money for it. Click that link. That takes you to our profile on Chatterbait. Make sure you follow us so you know when we go live, but we will be on Saturday night, Chatterbait.
Yep. Make sure you get your tokens now, too.
Yes. 2 for 1. No, they're not really 2 for 1. I'm just kidding. But we also do have both Canton and Toledo are open this weekend, 5 to 10 p.m. for both. Basically, our Christmas parties, it's a Merry Kinkmas in Toledo, and it's All I Want for Xmas in Canton.
XXX.
Yes. Yes. Triple the X.
Yes.
So, all right. I think that's about it. Anything you want to add, throw in? A little cleavage, maybe? Yes, thank you.
I need the different camera for that one.
Oh,
But-
yes. So, all right. Well, we will see you guys hopefully Saturday night, 9:00 on Chatterbait. Otherwise, for the rest of you, we'll see you hopefully next Wednesday with some sort of other weird topic. So,
Oh yeah, and wish me good luck this week. I'm going to do my final
yay! Good luck.
class.
I wish you luck before you do it again. So,
Okay.
all right, folks, we're out of here. Have a good night, and we'll see you later. Thanks.
Bye.
Bye.